Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. And today I will be talking about some soapy, clean smelling fragrances. I mean, we all know we like the vanilla, oud, ambery fragrances, sometimes intriguing fragrances, but these are also the best fragrances that I want to tell you, because everyone should have some clean fragrances because they're the ones that people around me will, will like you, people around you will like you, because no one will say, okay, ooh, you smell so clean. So these are the best fragrances to get attention. These are like no-brainers. You can spray them anytime you want. So the clean fragrances are always the best fragrance to go to whenever you're not sure what to wear, you're in an office environment, or you just want to feel good. So these are some fragrances that are not very like exciting, not too dark, too bold fragrances, but these are really people-friendly fragrances, you can say that. So this is a list of those fragrances. Of course, there are some ones that are a little bit different. Not all of them are soapy. Some of them are like musky clean, laundry clean, and some of them are like kind of exciting fragrances that have like soapy facets to it. So if you're ready, let's start. So the first fragrance is Prada. This fragrance is kind of an old classic fragrance. It's like an example of a good clean soapy fragrance. It's basically lavendery, soapy, clean smelling scent. It has decent performance, 5 or 6 hours, which is more than enough because these kind of fragrances are not meant to be like loud or that project too much. So this does the job. It's perfect for office. It's more on the masculine side, but I think even women can wear this one. It's very cost effective. I think everyone should have this in their collection, especially every man should have this in their collection, because whenever you feel like, I don't know what to spray and I'm just feel good, I want to feel good, clean, this fragrance will be the go-to fragrance for that. It's Prada. Next fragrance is Amouage Dama. So when I first bought this fragrance, its performance was really disappointing, but I think the maceration process really works because now it smells, I haven't sprayed this for a long time, but now it smells more, it smells stronger, it projects longer, it stays longer, and it's one of the most underrated fragrances of Amouage, I think. It's kind of an old school ambery, soapy scent, which is like perfect. I mean, it's not too old school, but it kind of smells like a barbershop fragrance, but kind of with an ambery nuance to it. It's an amazing fragrance. Basically, it's very masculine, so it's not, I don't think this is a unisex fragrance, but like the Woman is a unisex fragrance. The Forte is an amazing fragrance too, but this one is kind of intriguing, old school, but not too dated. It's like a perfect ambery soapy scent that every man should try. It's Diamant from Amouage. So the next fragrance is Guanabo from Renier. So this brand is one of my favorite brands that is like kind of less known, but they deserve much more than that. So Guanabo is the perfect fragrance to feel like on the beach and also feel clean, because this one smells like you've just got out of the sea and you've taken a shower right on the beach. So you smell like kind of like a salty sea, the sea vibes with soapy vibes. It's an amazing fragrance. It's like a combination of two fragrances, like a marine fragrance and a soapy fragrance. It's amazing. It's an extractive parfum, but it actually projects a lot. So it's a perfect fragrance for summer months. But you can like, it's so strong, you can use it in like all year round. I think you should try this one. It's perfectly unisex. It smells amazing and it performs very good. So it's Guanabo from Renier. So the next fragrance is Haramain's Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. And this fragrance was one of my shocks of last year because I didn't expect it to be this good. So this is basically a clone of Imagination, but either by chance or intentionally they've made it, I think in my opinion, almost even better, because they amped up the soapiness of the fragrance. So it has the imaginations of the citrusy DNA, but it also has more soapiness to it. So it's an amazing fragrance. It performs amazingly, it projects, it's basically very, very cost effective. So this one is like, I think everyone should try this one for the like summer months. You can also wear this like all year round. It's very strong fragrance. So whenever you feel like, I mean, you want an imagination DNA with a bit more soapiness to it, you can try this one. Of course, it's not as, you know, perfectly blended as the imagination fragrance, but of course it's like 1/4 of the price of it. So most people wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyway. So you should definitely check out this one. I think it's very unisex. It's Haramain's Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. So the next fragrance is Xerjoff's Apollonia. So I think this one was meant to be the symbolization of men's going to the moon, and actually they've done a pretty good job of it, because first of all, the bottle looks like the surface of the moon, and actually when you first smell it, it smells like a cold stone to me. It's amazing, like the surface of the moon. I don't know how they've done it, but it smells like that. It's very cooling, like you're almost on the moon, like on that cold surface of the moon. But then it transitions to a musky fragrance. So it's not a soapy, but a musky, clean, perfect kind of powdery fragrance. That is amazing. It's very unisex. I think this one is very underrated. I mean, I think everyone should try this one, especially the opening is amazing. And its performance is very good. It doesn't project that much, but its longevity is very good. So it's Apollonia from Xerjoff. So the next fragrance is Aqua Universalis Forte from MFK. Well, basically you can put any MFK summer fragrance in this list because they either dry down to a musky or soapy fragrance. I've picked this one because this is kind of a stronger, more pungent fragrance. It's like, it starts off very sharp citrusy, almost like a detergent vibe, but that settles off quickly. And then it's, you know, transitions to a soapy vibe. I think it's very unisex. It's a beautiful fragrance. You can wear this even all year round. It's very strong. But as I said, any other fragrance from the summer line like Petit Matin, 724, all those fragrances are clean, soapy fragrances. So, but this one is kind of stronger. It's a Forte, and it's a very sharp citrus though, so you should like that one. Otherwise, you wouldn't like this one. But it's a very nice soapy unisex fragrance that has good performance. It's Aqua Universalis Forte. So the next fragrance is Orangea from Profummum Roma. So this is one of the underrated fragrances from Profummum Roma because not many people talk about this one. This is like a green, orangey, soapy fragrance. So it's really, it smells amazing, it smells clean, it smells kind of citrusy at the top, kind of green. It has amazing performance. Like these fragrances just stick to your skin, and the longevity is amazing, and the projection is basically on average, maybe more than average. So this is like a fragrance you can wear anytime you want to feel clean, but at the same time kind of with a, you know, citrusy vibe to it. It's a beautiful unisex fragrance that has amazing longevity and good projection. So you should try this one. It's Orangea from Profummum Roma. So the next fragrance is Accento Overdose from Xerjoff. This is basically a green, rosy fragrance that almost dries down to a soapy fragrance. It's like an amazingly good performing fragrance. I don't think it's very feminine. It's very unisex. It's one of the best fragrances from Xerjoff because, I mean, it smells amazing. It's kind of clean at the end, but you get the rose and the greenness also. It's perfect for transition months like the fall and spring. Also, it projects a lot, so this is a perfect fragrance for both men and women. You should try this one. It's Accento Overdose from Xerjoff. So the next fragrance is Candle Parfum Cologne from Roja. This one is like an old school barber shop soapy fragrance to me, basically. I mean, you can't really tell any notes apart because Roja fragrances have many notes in it, but in the end, this smells like old school soapy fragrance that is kind of green. It's a beautiful fragrance. I love this one. I mean, it's not a very youthful fragrance, so I would recommend this for over like 25, 30 years old, but it's very underrated. I mean, it's kind of expensive and the performance is not that amazing, but you should give this one a try. It smells very clean, very professional, and it's not very unisex, kind of more on the masculine side, but I think women also can wear this one. It's Scandal Parfum Cologne from Roja. The next fragrance is Pikovaya Dama from Xerjoff. I think this one is basically the top of the best soapy fragrances. It's just amazing. You can think of the most luxurious soap in the most luxurious hotel that has also amazing performance. It smells elegant, it smells rich, it smells clean. I mean, it's one of the best fragrances of Xerjoff. It's kind of expensive, but I think it's totally worth it. I mean, if you want the best soapy fragrance that's out there, so this is the one. It's Xerjoff's Pikovaya Dama. It's totally unisex. Everyone can use this one. You should definitely try Pikovaya Dama from Xerjoff. So the next fragrance is Esco Pazzo from Lorenzo PAzzaglia. So this fragrance to me smells like a little bit incensey, animalic, soapy fragrance. So this is an amazing combination. I mean, it has a soapy vibe, but it's not very clean. It's kind of dirty with the animalic side and the kind of incensey vibe to it, but it's very, very intriguing. It's an amazing fragrance, very crowd pleasing. Everyone I recommended loved this fragrance. Of course, it's an extrait de parfum, so it's very, very long lasting and it performs very well. I think it's very unisex, but that animalic vibe may be a little bit more masculine. It's not too animalic, don't be afraid, but it's also very soapy. It's an amazing fragrance. Esco Pazzo from Lorenzo PAzzaglia. So the next fragrance is Royal Incense from Oman Luxury. This is the fragrance that got me to Oman Luxury fragrances. It's basically kind of sweet honeyed incensey soap to me. So I mean, the Royal Incense shouldn't deter you. This is not like a dark fragrance. It's basically, for me, it's an all year round fragrance. It smells amazing, kind of soapy, kind of incensey, a little bit sweet. It has amazing performance, totally unisex. You should try this one. You should definitely try this brand. Their fragrances are mostly very good performing, very beautifully blended fragrances. Royal Incense is an amazing fragrance. You should definitely try this one. So the next fragrance is Prada's Amber pour Homme. This is not like a dark amber fragrance. This is a very professional, kind of soapy, kind of also musky, woody fragrance that is perfect for the office. I actually first found out about this one from an expat friend. It's a very dressed up fragrance. I don't think it should be used very casually, but perfectly safe. Performance is okay. It's not like a amazingly projecting fragrance, but I think it's a fragrance that should be found in every professional person's wardrobe. It's a beautiful fragrance. It doesn't project that much, but as I said, these are not the fragrances that are supposed to be projecting that much. It's very cost effective. You should definitely try this one. It's Amber pour Homme. So the last fragrance is kind of like a bonus fragrance. This is Roja's TDHP 15. So this is like a celebration of the House of Roja Parfums, like the 15th year anniversary fragrance. It's kind of like an online or Harrods exclusive that you can buy from there. So this was one of my best blind buys ever. I mean, it's powdery, but at the same time kind of creamy, soapy, fragrance, kind of course, with the Roja fragrances, you can have all kinds of notes. I think I can swear that there's like an iris or orris into this, but well, it's not listed in notes. The next fragrance, the 20th version, 20th year version has this one, but I can swear this one has it too. It's like a less pungent, less fruity version of Diaghilev. It's more powdery, clean, beautiful fragrance. It has amazing longevity and good projection. I didn't expect that from this kind of fragrance. It's very calming. It's very soothing, but at the same time, you really get surprised when it performs that good. It's an amazing fragrance. I mean, it's a shame that you cannot try this one easily. You have to either go to Harrods or something that you can try this one. But this has been one of my favorite fragrances from Roja. It's so good that I'm just trying not to use it too much so that it shouldn't finish. It's TDHP 15 from Roja Parfums. So there are a lot more soapy and clean fragrances, but these are the ones that are in my collection and the ones that have a bit more soapy clean vibe into them. These are the fragrances that should be in everyone's collection because, as I said, these are the ones that are you can grab easily. Everyone would have positive reaction to it. You would like to smell like this. You would like to smell clean. And of course, those fragrances are not really groundbreaking or very exciting, but these are like the best fragrances, especially for the summer months. You should definitely have a clean, soapy fragrance in your wardrobe. So I hope you like this video. See you in the next one.